Hey everybody, Doc here. Just got done with our 2017 Missouri spring turkey season 2 days ago. Had a good year. I got right here on the home place, I killed my first bird on opening day, killed my second bird the first Monday of the second week, and still had a big gobbler that I'd been watching for about 3 weeks with real long spurs on him coming up, and had never gotten him, so called my daughter Debbie and she came up and we hunted him the last week. The bird kept, he would stay down in the woods all the time. He would let the other gobblers come up and I ended up shooting them. And every morning that we stayed back there, he wouldn't show up. So I told her for the last morning, the night before, I said, let's just go back there and we're not going to call, we're not going to put out any decoys. This bird's old and he's seen every decoy set and heard every call. Let's just try being quiet. He wasn't here on the day before at all, never showed up, even in the evening when they'd been coming out a lot. And said good chance that he was just out checking other fields and maybe he'll be back here today. Sure enough, he gobbled about 150 yards down the hill in the woods, and when he come off the roost, he came right on up the hill, stayed down in the woods about 50 yards again, and he walked around to the back of the cove. Debbie saw him step out at about 100 yards, gobbled down there a few times, and started walking up the ridge towards us. And about 35 yards from the blind, we got an apple tree and a pear tree, and said when he's behind those trees and we can't see him anymore, we'll get the gun set up and the camera going. And did that. He stepped behind the trees and gobbled 3 times back there and just vanished. And we could see just about every direction except for about a 10-yard swath on the east side where I guess he just walked away without saying a word. After about a half hour, figured he was gone, so I said, well, I'm going to start giving some soft yelps and some feeding purrs and set the decoy back out and started calling every 10-15 minutes. And we decided the night before we were going to stay until 10 o'clock. If we didn't see anything, we were going to go to another farm to check it out. And I always, if I take an educated guess on how long I would set at a stand, I always stay, to that time and never leave early. So we sat there and I looked at my watch or my phone, and it was, I thought that it said 9:58. So I started gathering all my calls and put my vest back on. Looked at my phone again and it was actually only 9:50. So I said, we're not leaving. So we sat back down, gave another call, waited a little bit, and finally at 2 minutes to, I said, well, give me your gun, I'm going to put the sling back on it. She handed me the gun, and as I started to put the sling on, I looked out the window to the right, and here's this gobbler standing there in full strut and just double timing it coming to the decoys. She was able to get the gun out the window, and you'll see what happens. Had a great hunt with her. It was nice. By the way, if you check click on the subscribe button down the red block right underneath your viewing screen. Anytime I put on a new video, you'll get an email. There won't be any spam or anything. That'll be the only messages you'll get that I put up a new hunting video. And one other thing, I'll show you the elk I killed last October in Wyoming. A nice 6x7. Unfortunately, didn't get it on film. So hope you enjoy the turkey hunts. So a nice 6x7. Exciting hunt. Got them. Had 2 of them fighting at 209 yards. That was in Wyoming.
3 or 4 birds gobbling off to my right. And all of a sudden I look, and there this one is standing there. Opening day, baby. Missouri, 2017. I've got at least 3 different gobblers in 3 different directions gobbling at me this morning. So I've been gobbling every time they gobble, just covering them up. See if I can't get them jealous. Ooh, awesome. That was cool. That's what you call miserable. It's been raining for 3 days. These gobblers are just sitting out here, wishing it would stop. Hold on. Wait till he turns around. Okay, wait.
No.
What did I tell you about waiting 10
Oh
o'clock?
my God.
We were just minutes from. Oh my gosh.
Hello? Shoot. Winning.
Holy smokes, you blew the crap out of him.
Alrighty. That was 20 hours of waiting altogether.
Last morning, we were literally picking our stuff up to move and leave the stand, go to another place. I was putting the sling back on the shotgun and just looked out, and here come this bird just strutting from about 50 yards away, come trotting over to get at the decoy. One shot. Woo. What do you think?
He gone.
Here you go. 19 years since our last bird. Good job.
Well, thanks, Dad.
Love you.
Love you too.